Okay, we're gonna do a little lesson on thumb picking, and we're actually gonna pick a song to do with it. It's gonna take a little bit, but I can edit this thing all day. Uh, Thanks for hanging out with me. This is for beginners and intermediate, or even if you're advanced, it's a good heads up through a nice song. First of all, I do play with the thumb pick, so I would suggest it. I'm gonna do a video a little bit later how I trim it down. I bend it downwards and I twist it this way. In short form, basically I have to heat it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be boiling water, but you can actually bend it down, twist it down so that when it comes across the strings, it's a lot straighter on the string. Not like the ones you buy in the store that when you go to pick up, they kind of dig under the string. That aside, I'll do a video on that later. Tonight we're going to do changes. I'm going to get into it really quickly. I'm going to just kind of sing it or play it as best I can. So you have an idea of where the vocals go with the song. This is just part one. We're going to go a little ways through it and we'll see how this goes. So there's an intro at the beginning, which is basically a C major 7th in this position. So it's off the A string. Half step up, you got C sharp major 7. Then you have, I believe, D minor 7. Okay, then you have E flat 7. Okay, so it's almost like he's like, right? So kind of neat. Like if you get some piano behind it, or maybe some instrumental behind it, it's actually a pretty intro. And then the next part of the intro is kind of bombastic a little bit, but it was the 70s, right? So, but of course you have a acoustic guitar, right? So you could maybe do something like this. I don't know, like. Okay, so it's basically just the D. And I use the thumb pick because, for a few reasons. I got 3 fingers here, 4 fingers that are doing nothing but hanging around if I use a regular pick. So I might as well put them to work. Another really good reason, buy a thumb pick and use it. Watch Tommy Emmanuel, watch Merle Travis. You can do a lot of really fun and cool stuff. And after a while it comes really easy. Not really easy or ever easy, but better. And the third reason is you don't have to muffle as many strings. You don't have to muffle any because you're just choosing what you want to play, you know. Again, staying on the same song. So I would definitely advise doing it. I mean, I can play a whole lot more stuff with my thumb pick than I can strum out, and I'm not a shredder anyway. So anyway, let's get back into changes. We got the intro there. We can go over that a little bit more later. When you go into the verse, okay, you got I don't know what I was waiting for, but my time is running wild. A million dead-end streets. Every time I thought I got it made, it seemed that taste was not so sweet. So I turned myself to face me, but I'd never caught a glimpse how the others see the fakers much too fast to take that test. Changes turn and face the strange changes. Don't wanna be a richer man. Changes turn and face the strange changes. Gonna have to be a better man, and time may change me, but I can't change time. Okay, we'll do that much for now. We'll go into, I'll post part 2 a little later. And for now, we can go through the chords one at a time. Okay, now I'm going to move along fairly quickly because people get bored with this. You can always back up the video. You can screenshot stuff. But I'm going to leave the chords down long enough. And I'm going to try to put all the chords in on the video on my software. So we'll see how that goes. This is my first lesson here. So first we're going to start with the verse. So I don't know, right? I don't know. C major. Don't know what I was waiting for. Pretty chord, right? This is a E minor 9. It's also the same chord from Breathe from Pink Floyd, right? Right, you got... But anyway, yeah, that's part of Breathe from Pink Floyd. So that's a good chord to know because you're using a lot of open strings. Really pretty chord. Take advantage of those chords that you don't have to hold a lot of stuff down. And again, good job composing this one. So we got I don't know what I was waiting for, but my time. Okay, this is the F6th. Is running wild, which is a G sus. So I don't know what I was waiting for, but my time is running wild. A million dead end. This is basically a F. It's basically a G with an F bass. At the end of the day, or maybe even a G7. It's tough for me to figure out, but I know it sounds right because when I sing over it, it makes sense. That's why I try to get any students sing along with it, because if you're singing along, you're pretty good at singing it, and the chord doesn't sound right, it's probably the wrong chord. So running wild, a million dead end. You're just leaving these two. My pinky's out of the way. You're on the F, and then you're on this the 3rd fret, 3rd string, right? Then you're going to go up into the C major 7. Okay. Then the C minor 9. Then the D minor 9, C sharp 9, C minor 9. So you got basically got this. How the others see the fakers. And the other part later in the song. And these children that you spit on as they try to change their world. They're a little tricky. I'm still getting used to them, right? And then we're going to go through right back into how you get to the basically the chorus, right? And these children that you spit on as they try and change their world are immune to your consultation. They're quite aware what they're going through. Change is turning face to strange. So basically what you have is your G sus, just like you did in the other part of the song, right? And then right on a C, turning face. So you got turning face, which is I have no idea, but you can see where I'm going with that. We're after C to the B. Pretty common guitar thing, right? Turning face to strange. Right to the A minor. Changes. So now you got a A minor with a G. Then you have a F. Again, it's almost like playing a minor, A minor, but with an F bass. So we can call that an A minor with an F bass. to a D. I kind of like that, right? Because usually you're coming off the G sus. But when you're coming out of the D, you're on a G, so why not a G with an F bass, which is, again, what we kind of played over there in the other part. So they kind of make sense, and as you sing to it, you'll see that should work for you. So, turn and face the strange changes. Look out, you rock and rollers, changes and turn. All right, sorry, you gotta have to time that right, because there's actually an extra 2 bars that they throw in there, and it's gonna kind of make you slip up every time. Still gets me. So you got turn and face the strange changes. Gonna have to be a better man. Changes, turn and face the strange changes. Look out, you rock and rollers, 'cause time may change me, but I can't change time. Again, there is that extra 2 bars where he's gonna be. And you'll see as you sing along with the song, that should help you. So hopefully that helps you. Thanks for hanging out, and everybody be well and be safe.